Let's go now for our next bit on the show, and that is headlines across Africa. And Epi is on standby.
Headlines across Africa.
Headlines across Africa.
Headlines across Africa.
Headlines across Africa.
Okay.
So today we're going to Tanzania, Senegal, and Uganda. We'll be starting from Uganda with a New Vision newspaper.
Okay. Tell us about the vision.
Well, the headline simply says COVID-19 vaccination exercise starts today.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, so this was said by the health minister.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Dr. Ruth Aseng.
Okay.
Well, the COVID-19 vaccination exercise starts today, which is Wednesday, at Mulago Specialized Women's and Neonatal Hospital. The Health Minister, Dr. Ruth Anseng, said the vaccination of health workers of Mulago and Entebbe regional referral hospitals will commence immediately after the launch. The launch's activity is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. and end at 12 p.m. She said to ensure all eligible people are reached and that those reached complete the recommended doses of the vaccine within the recommended period. The COVID-19 vaccination exercise will be preceded by registration of target priority populations, and the information is then uploaded into an electronic base. Now, other priority groups to receive the vaccines include teachers, security personnel, adults aged 50 years and above, persons with underlying health conditions aged below 50 years. And others are essential groups, including airlines, media, prisoners, tour operators, guides, bankers, immigration officers, Uganda Wildlife Authority, Uganda Revenue Authority, and humanitarian workers, among others. Now, Uganda has so far received 864,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine from the World Health Organization COVAX facility and another 100,000 doses from the government of India as a donation.
Okay.
So they have a total of 964,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine.
Right. 900,000.
Yeah.
300,000 more than what we have in our base Ghana. Great.
Exactly.
Okay. That's good.
Pretty good.
Where are we headed to now?
Well, we're going to Senegal, where we'll read from the Le Quotidien newspaper.
Okay. What's the headline saying?
Macky Sall calls for calm and assures that he will use his powers to protect institutions.
Yeah, Senegal. I mean, the last articles I read about Senegal, it wasn't. I mean, like, it's like nowhere cool in Senegal at the moment. Like everywhere is like on fire.
Well, the president of the republic made a statement following the series of demonstrations in recent days. Macky Sall, who called for calm, said he understood the expressed anger. I invite calm and serenity. Let us avoid the logic of the confrontation that leads to the West. I congratulate the security forces because without them, the death toll would be heavier. They showed cold blood, the president said. With this in mind, he announced the health care of the wounded and paid tribute to the families of the victims. In this week, Macky Sall acknowledges that efforts for young people are insufficient, and to this end, it announced a fiscal shift. Also, in the same context, he raised the hours of the curfew, which are now between 12 and 5 a.m.
Okay.
Thanking the emissaries for finding a solution to the crisis, Macky assured that he was listening to the advice, suggestions, and positive recommendations. I listened and heard their message. However, Macky, who expressed his openness to dialogue, still asked to let justice do its job independently. And the president has declared that he will use all his powers to protect the institutions.
Okay.
Well, that is the story coming from the Le Quotidien. We just hope that peace and calm really is restored because, I mean, Senegal wasn't in the best of states.
At all.
We just hope as he himself has jumped into the center of the crisis, he will be able
It's
to
very
draw
necessary.
everything down.
I mean, we wouldn't want to see what happened in Mali happen in Senegal.
Yeah.
So, like, at the moment, like, the slightest of anything, like something could just pop up because, like, we did it here. Our fellow people can also do the same thing here. We don't pray to see any of that happening right here, but it's good. The president has acknowledged and is looking to handle matters, and yeah, let bygones be bygones. But condolences to those who lost their lives, actually, and to the injured ones, speedy recovery so we can move on. Okay.
Well, we're moving on to Tanzania, where we're reading from the Citizen newspaper.
Okay.
And interesting headlines. It says police seize 31 kg heroin haul. 4 Dar residents arrested.
Okay. Right.
So the anti-drug unit ADU police are holding 4 people, including a college student Alu Murugwa, 24, over allegations of being in possession of 31 kilograms of heroin.
Right. Okay.
31 kilograms. Well, the drug haul was reportedly kept in 2 bags, according to the head of ADU, Mr. Hassan Kabeleke. He named the other suspects as Joseph Dali, 26, a resident in Mbezi Beach in Dar es Salaam.
Right.
Said Mbasha, 24, a resident of Kinondini Domi in Dar es Salaam. And Fatuma Shomari. Police said they were tipped off the presence of the suspects on March 2nd, 2021, from law-abiding citizens. The informers narrated to the police that there were some people who engaged in illicit drug trade in areas of Mbezi Beach and Kijitoyama in Dar es Salaam.
All right.
Now, following the tip-off, Mr. Kabeleke said they formed 3 teams of police detectives who started investigations on March 3rd this year, trying to zero in on Mbeze Beach A, where they managed to arrest Dali.
Okay.
Now, upon being interrogated, the police claimed that Dali admitted to having engaged in drug trafficking. When we questioned the suspect Dali, he told us that the drugs were kept at Mpakani B Street in Kijitonyama. We went there on the same day, Mr. Kabeleke said. According to him, on March 3rd at 2 p.m., they arrested Miss Murugwa at Kijitonyama, and upon searching the house that housed Miss Mugugwa, a total of 31 packets of heroin weighing 30.6 kilograms were kept in 2 bags were found.
Okay.
Now, when they questioned the suspect, Miss Murugwa admitted that the illicit substances were brought to her by her lover, whom she allegedly identified as Mbasha, a resident of Kasaba Street in Kinondoni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting story right there.
Yeah, when they went to his house, they actually found him in possession of 14,000 US dollars and 13.2 million shillings in cash, as well as 3 rolls of marijuana weighing 2.63 grams.
Whoa. Guys, deep in it.
Now, interestingly, when they arrested Mbasha, they also found Fatuma, who, upon interrogations, admitted that she was also Mbasha's lover, and that one of the 2 bags that were used to keep the illegal drugs belonged to her.
Okay. Obviously, these are things that are very offensive to the law. You don't possess such, hard drugs and what have you. So definitely, interesting story. Okay.
That's all we have for headlines across.
All right. Well, I believe there would be brought to the house where proper, investigations would be taken, we embarked upon, and then see what comes out of it. But definitely, these are not the way to go. All right, thank you, Epi, for headlines across Africa. The show was Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio.